What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Bitcoin and cryptocurrency update video. Last time we were talking, you guys remember Bitcoin was hanging out in this region over here. We had brought up this long-term trend line that we have in, and by long-term I just mean since the early of January this year. And we see that this line held as support a couple times here. We bounced off it once, twice, three, and then right here was our break, and then we bounced off of resistance a couple times here. And I had said last time that if we break above this region, that'd be pretty bullish action, and it was for the most part, but we actually did get rejected up here, and we had talked about if we get rejected by this region or just, I guess this is all thin air up here, but you can see we never officially closed a day above this zone here. In fact, every single daily candle closed below this line, every single one. So what that means is we got rejected here again. I had drawn in this one trend line, and we talked about this too, to expect a retest of that. We came in for the retest, we resumed off, but we still got rejected at our high here. And so we ended up rolling over, and we broke this trend line now. And believe it or not, where we actually ended up landing was actually at this internal trend line that I drone in last time, connecting these lows, these highs here, this high, low, sorry, and this low right there. And here we are today, present day. We got to just see if that can hold for us. And we also called out this little box here because if you remember, we just took the little measured move here from the low to the high, and it's right in between the 0.5 and the 0.618 Fibonacci right here. Also acted as previous support and resistance before, and now tentative support again here. So what we're looking for in the short term here, let me just get rid of this one because it's not as important anymore. Got some more longer term trend lines in play here. We got to watch this downward trending resistance, and then I'm going to mirror it and follow my mouse here. We're going to mirror it and come down here. We're making a potential another bull flag here. So what we could do is measure the move here from the bottom of the flagpole to the top, take it to our point and tentative breakout, because we talked about the end of the month or beginning of the new month potential breakout, push us up at like $75,000 up here. That's one thing that could play out. We haven't broken this trend line yet or broken this box yet, but if we do, then we're definitely looking for like a deeper correction, still back down into our lower regions right here. Let's see if that would be out of the ordinary in Bitcoin price world. Let's see. Down 30%, 35%. Not at all. Could totally happen. Watch your backs. Be ready for something like this. Also be prepared that this could be the bottom. We might never see lower prices again because we've already actually fallen about 18%, and this pace is accelerating. This one was a 32% dip, I believe. Let me double check that because now we're on camera, right? We got 31 and something percent. This one was like 25, 26 close, and then yeah, we just measured this one 18%. So we're accelerating. The parabolic move is still going up. What I wanted to look at is some indicators here, some warning signs potentially. These could all be negated though. Let's take a look here. So we got a high here, we got another high, and a higher high in price, but we've made 1, 2, 3 lower highs on the RSI, and 1, 2, 3 same touch points down here on the bottom. This is a descending triangle. It is a bearish pattern. If we wanted to negate this pattern, Bitcoin would have to make a higher high passing this, and then make higher highs in this RSI trend here. So what we want to see happen is something like this happen. And we don't want to see this break down because we will reach oversold. If we do break down out of here, that's most likely where we will test this box again, and that would be the bottom. You can see our momentum, it's running out. The stock RSI, we're down here in oversold territories, and we want to wait for this blue line to signal cross above this orange line, especially above this 20 level here. When we do so, you can see in the past this section, this is the bottom of that other spot here. This section was the bottom of the other spot over here, and right now we are oversold again, so we'll see how we react to this. And yeah, I mean, that's it for Bitcoin really. We talked about the possibilities last time, so we want to see this happen, the little breakout resumption off like that, or even another rejection at this level just to come back, make another macro higher low on this big trend line here, and then launch higher. We'll just see what happens. Bitcoin's been ranging here. We talked about its possibility of ranging for a little bit here because actually I think we were talking about back here how it's only been 18 days and we made that higher high, but you can see we never actually resumed off of that higher high trajectory right there. And we're now sitting about 32 days into this consolidation period. I don't know how much longer Bitcoin ranges in between this upward trending line here and this little horizontal support we have up here. Well, actually, I mean, I do know how long. It's not that long because if we just go something like this, horizontal upward trending triangle like this, the breakout point does have to happen like before the end of the month or, really early into next month. So, yeah, we'll keep you up to date here and keep an eye on this little trend that we got here. If we take a look at Ethereum, Ethereum is beautiful. We talked about the breakout of this ascending triangle. The back test right here, the powerful buy up here, we got rejected in that little zone that we were talking about. Let's take that measured move again. And we talked about the 61.8, little overshoot here at 1900 bucks. It happens, you know. We got rejected. Now we came back down and we're finding support on our upward trending trend line right now. And we're actually currently bouncing off of again. So I do expect this to hold. It might just be another ascending triangle, something like this. Another bounce up into this region, rejection, higher low again, pump higher. We'll see. Depends how long Bitcoin ranges. Ethereum would love to follow that. XRP though, same thing. We talked about ranging between 40-50 cents for a while. I have our one trend line in right here. Let me get it a little thicker for you guys to see it. We had our one trend line drawn in here. This is now support again, so I could change that to green. And you can see that we broke above 50 cents, back tested as support, fell below it because Bitcoin, you know, losing some value right there, so some altcoins like to follow that. But we immediately got bought up, not only by our trend line, but now we're back above 50 cents again, looking nice and healthy. We want to continue to hold above 50 cents, you know, preferably play with that 60-cent region up here. This is really the only resistance left. In this whole area, I don't have one general spot because you can see once we're up here, it gets very volatile and spiky. So we got to see how we do up here. The last line in the sand is this 80 cents right up here. We're going to highlight it so you can see it. That's the only one we're watching because then XRP is exploding. Just keep an eye on this guy. XLM still ranging, not doing anything crazy here. Let's zoom out on the weekly. Go logarithmic here. Auto, there we go. Yeah, we're still ranging, finding support on our previous resistance right here in this zone right now. So we want to hold this region, which it's looking like it should and will because the structure is definitely still bullish and holding a lot of the trend line support right now. So we'll keep an eye on XLM here, but target higher price points. The last resistance here is this all-time high, you know, anywhere between $1 and 80 cents here. After that, to the moon. Cardano here, looking similar except already at its all-time high. Probably just making its little bull flag right here before its next little rip higher, you know. Also consolidating on top of its previous all-time high. Pretty bullish if you ask me. Kind of looking more like Ethereum at the moment. So we're chilling right here. And let's see, Bitcoin dominance, how we looking here? Yeah, we've been holding that resistance for a while. I didn't really talk to you guys about this one for a little bit here, but still holding that 60 as resistance. Right now in mid 60s, we want to come back down and test this high 50s, low 60s, and you know, get some more love to the altcoins over here. One more thing that's interesting, guys, we finally printed our first lime green colored circle here. And you could see that the last times in history that we've printed a color like that was in this region for Bitcoin when we had our blow off top not much longer, and then same with this region right over here, and then not much longer had our blow off top. So we are inching and nearing our ending stages of the bull market, which are going to be quite exciting. Everyone's going to be shouting for much higher numbers, but over here we're going to stay cool, calm, and collected and just only look at the facts and the charts to make sure that we're on the right side of our market. So we're going to monitor this guy here. Checking back at another one of my favorites here, you can see that also when Bitcoin breaks above this red line here, that's usually our blow-off top phase of the market cycle. Only lasts usually a couple weeks, maybe a month or two tops. And you can see right now we are still getting rejected by it, haven't broken above it, looking more like this area right here in the 2017 cycle. Also looking at the Bitcoin stock to flow model, we're making some light orange colors right here. So keep an eye, that was the last time we were at that light orange texture right here before we pumped higher. Light orange color right over here before again that big move up. So we're going to keep an eye on this little indicator here and note that the median stock to flow line here is chilling up at around $100,000 or so, and how the other market cycles loved to overshoot that. So let's see how we react with that psychological 100K. I believe we're either barely going to reach it or we're going to blow right past it and hit quite a few, you know, $250,000, $500,000 target. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Just stay tuned here. Yeah, we could take a look at the BLX here. I'm back on the daily time frame still. Let me pull up the Pi cycle indicator. And you can see we also have still not had our cross on this guy because the cross has previously called all-time highs like that one in the 2017 cycle, as well as the 2013, 2014 when we had that double wave up. And it had this data been existing farther back then that we would have probably seen another cross right over here. So we're still going to keep an eye on this. Something noteworthy though is this indicator was developed after all these three data points have been put in place. So this is the first time that we can have a cross while this indicator has existed. So I don't know how the significance is going to change for this, but we're going to monitor this and keep an eye on it. Just one of the many tools that we could use in our basket here. And then lastly here, we want to take a look at the Bitcoin logarithmic growth curves. We talked about, I don't have it colored out here, but it still works. Talked about how that last time we broke above our median line here, which is the thicker white line here, it only took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 months to reach our top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months to reach our top in this cycle, and this one was about only 2. So we're going to keep an eye on this. Right now we are 1-2 months in, so we have, you know, a few more months to go. And like I said, that this line is reaching upwards of $100,000 plus. Depends how many months it takes for us to reach it. Could see just over $100,000. Eventually, I know and I feel this model will break. I just don't know when, and I don't know which direction, up or down. I want to say it's going to be the upside because it narrows out here a lot, but as the adoption keeps growing in the space, this model will break. It's only useful until it's not. Yeah, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. Hit the thumbs up. Subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I post all my quick updates on my Instagram and Snapchat stories, so follow me. The links are in the description below. Still haven't heard back about my car just yet. I'm working on getting all the information to the insurance company. I'll know in the next few days, so if you want to know more about that situation as well, follow my social medias. But yeah, it's looking like a great 2021 so far, guys. I'll catch you all in the next video. Thanks for watching.